Mac intentionally provoked a violent clash with a prison guard. While being pinned down, he cleverly stole the battery from the guard's walkie-talkie without raising suspicion. Inside the cell, he borrowed multiple books from managing the prison library and instructed him to place an origami crane near the final door on the tore pages from the books, soaked them in water, and worked with Miguel to cover the windows and air vents completely. Later, when dinner arrived, Max stuffed the salty food into a sock, soaked it with water, and squeezed the liquid into the toilet to separate the salt. Then, he dropped the stolen battery into the salty water. As the chemical reaction began, the mixture started producing electrolyzed hydrogen. Meanwhile, Mac pulled fibers from the mattress to create a rope. Climbing onto the bed, he removed the ceiling light's power source and connected one end of his makeshift rope to the wiring using a bandage. After setting everything in place, Mac told Miguel to block his ears with wet tissue. Both men wrapped themselves in blankets and hid under the bed. The moment Mac pulled the rope, the hydrogen explosion blasted the cell door wide open. Without wasting a second, they sprinted through the corridor toward the marked door. After removing the origami crane wedged there, they rushed inside. A patrolling guard stood in their way, but after overpowering him, Mac grabbed his keys and unlocked the next door. They quickly entered the laundry room. There, Mac knocked over a nearby iron shelf and used a hidden paperclip to unscrew its parts. He then rebuilt the pieces into a crude ladder, but there was still one obstacle. The window was reinforced with thick steel bars. Thinking fast, Mac emptied a laundry bucket, grabbed a fire extinguisher, and sprayed its contents inside. Then he added alcohol from a nearby bottle, stirred the mixture with a broom, and created a homemade coolant. Applying it to the window's glass and steel bars, he weakened them enough to pry the bars loose and shatter the glass. The two squeezed through the narrow opening and reached the outside. On the rooftop, Mac tossed down a rope made from prison clothes, creating a false escape trail to mislead the guards. Instead of climbing down, they used the ladder to reach the roof and pulled it up behind them before anyone could notice. From there, they crossed the elevated corridor bridge leading beyond the prison walls. After carefully climbing down, they finally escaped into the dense woods. Once safe, Miguel contacted his men to pick them up, but because Mac had earlier refused to kill the prison guard, Miguel betrayed him, ordering his men to knock Mac unconscious and take him away.